Israel an apartheid state? I don't think you're going to think so after you see this video. Take a look. So let's leave it at this. I've done this every week for, oh my God, months, about Israel being an apartheid state. I'm not going to let it go until the Nazi-loving, Hamas-supporting left-wing maniacs in America stop saying it. So as you know, I say it every week or two, apartheid refers to the implementation and maintenance of a system of legalized racial segregation in which one racial group is deprived of its political and civil rights. Israel is mostly not white. The whites are a minority in Israel. And yet, in spite of the fact that all these non-whites have the same citizenship and the same rights as white Israelis, none of the crazy people seem to remember that. Check out this wonderful young lady.
The way that Palestinian people and the pro-Palestinian people love to use my skin color as an excuse to talk shit about my country. They are so in shock seeing a black person supporting Israel. Let me tell you something. When I say I stand with Israel, I mean I stand with my right to exist. I stand with my family and my friends. I'm a Jewish woman. And the fact that you didn't even know there are Jewish black people living in this earth is insane. And I was never converted to Judaism. I'm not adopted. I saw someone ask me in the comments if I'm adopted. No, I'm not. I was born Jewish to a Jewish mother. My mother, she's also a Jewish woman. She also was born to a Jewish mother, and all the way back. People are talking about how poorly black people are treated in Israel and saying, well, they don't even like your girl. What are you doing there? Let me tell you something. When my grandparents lived all the way in Ethiopia, they were literally hunted and chased and hated just because they were Jews, just because of the religion. I live here in Israel my whole life and I never felt hated. I never felt hunted just because I'm black. It's insane, right? And I know a lot of people are gonna comment, go back to where you came from. But this is exactly what I did. I came back to where my Jewish ass belonged to. So I belong in this fucking land. And I do not give a shit what you have to say about that. I seriously do not give a shit about that.
High five to that young soldier. She is indigenous to Israel.
Yep.
Her mother, her grandmother is. They can trace their ancestry back to the Bible.
Yeah. You know, Barry, when I go on X, you know, I speak about X a lot because I can post stuff on X, and for some reason I can reach a few people there more than anywhere else. Imagine how that works. Well, anyways, I go on there and I show my support for Israel, and they can't stand it and they hate it. And I'm talking about these leftist organizations, these Hamas, Palestinian terror supporters. They all hate it. And they go, they wouldn't even like you there. What she just said, they wouldn't even like you there. And I'm like, really? Because when I've met conservative Jewish people, there's never been an issue. Now, you liberals, I don't care where you are on the planet. Liberalism is evil, and liberalism is the problem, wherever you are on the planet, because they have that same thinking.
Is ask them, how many times have you been to Israel? How many trains have you been on where you see blacks and whites in uniform, in civilian clothes, all together, all equal?
Oh, they call that cheap fake.
Well, I can tell you as someone who's been there a lot, there's a lot of black people. There's a lot of dark skin there. There's more dark skin than light skin.
Yeah, but they don't want that. They don't care to share that information. They just have this deep hatred for Israel because they've been deceived to non-belief. Just because you get a few people that are from Israel, they have a liberal mindset. They blanket everyone being that way. I mean, you could do the same thing with America, like I'm always referring to. Just because you see Joe Biden, oh, look at all of America. Please don't do that to us. We shouldn't do it to anybody else.